Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the bleacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. It's the greatest
It's the 19U Sabres taking on the NAHA Winterhawks Navy. Your starting lineup for the Sabres is going to be Claire Clifford along with Rika Heitzel and Julie Jebuskova on the left wing. Your blue liners are going to be McIntosh and Vasily, and Max Sunderbrook has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this contest started underway, and the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Sabres wearing their home whites with burgundy on the shoulders, along with a burgundy and maroon, if you will, black piping around the armband, waist, and socks, black shells, along with black helmets. The NAHA Winterhawks Navy is just like it sounds, folks. They're going to be an all-navy jersey pretty much with a big, large white and red piping and banding around the arms, chest, waist, and socks. And the shells are going to be navy blue with a vertical red and white stripe. Out there now for the Sabres is going to be number 14, Madigan Nemke, along with Gravy and Hale on left wing. Your blue liners are going to be DeBus and Karami. On the left wing side, Karami going to muscle toward the left wing corner. Knocked down by Winterhawks. They're going to push it out of the zone, and it's going to be collected by Gravy. Gravy goes over to Bus. DeBus hands it into Nemke. Nemke sends it into the right wing corner, and she's on the forecheck. Down behind the goal line, picked up by the Winterhawks on the far side. Pushing up left wing hash marks. Tipped by Karami, and that puck's going to slide all the way down behind the net of Sunderbrook here to the near side. Swung off to the left wing side, right in front of us, kept in by the Winterhawks, pushed back in the left wing corner for DeBus. DeBus drops it for Karami. Karami behind Sunderbrook. Behind Sunderbrook. Karami break it out to the far side for Wallander. Into the hands of Nemke. And Nemke's going to throw it in deep. That was Wallander, not Hale. Out there now is going to be Silliman along with, let's see, Sophia Monaco on the forecheck. On the far side, number 19, Kate Watson is her partner. And your blue liners are going to be Silliman and Schultz are blue lining it. Up front will be Satterstrom along with Watson and Monaco. Down behind the net of Sunderbrook in the right wing corner, picked up by Sergeant Schultz. 15:08 to go. She sends a little breakout pass to Watson. Watson's got Monaco breaking, hits Monaco across center. She goes wide right. Inside the zone she goes, top the right circle, come down the right corner. Backhands one towards the net, just missing Sergeant Schultz, who was pinching in hard. Coming in and knocking it loose is going to be one of the Sabres. Kept in by Monaco, picked the pocket is going to be the Winterhawks, cut off by JJ, picked up by Schultz, who goes D&D to Vasily over here to the near side, and the Sabres get a line change in. Vasily trying to hit Heitzel, inside the zone, tipped by Rika, and in the corner it goes for number 10, who's going to send it over here to the near side for JJ. JJ, number 16, right wing corner, sends it out to Clifford, trying the one-timer, and the shot was blocked by the Winterhawks, who are regrouping out of the zone, pushing it in. It's picked off by Rika in the zone, center, neutral zone, over to Clifford. Cece fires a shot, top of the right circle, blocker saved by the goaltender. Back in the hands of the Winterhawks, who are pushing up on the far side towards the Sabre bench. It's cross-ice pass, drags it inside the zone. Top of the left circle, fires one wide right at Sunderbrook, into the far side right corner, and cut off by McIntosh on the half wall. Coming in is Heitzel for support. Enrica going to dig it out of the boards behind the net of Mac. Swinging off the middle, up top right circle, backhanded forward towards Enrica, picked up by Clifford. Clifford back in the hands of Heitzel. Heitzel right side, coming inside the zone. Had three girls collapse on her. She picks up the loose change, high slot, fires a shot, and that's Enrica Heitzel. Sabres goal in 13:51. Let's get the replay, folks. You know I should probably get that graphic off there that we're starting soon. And it's going to be Enrica going in and fires his shot in her upper right-hand corner. Enrica on the goal at 13:51. Here in the first, it's 1-0 in favor of the Sabres. Face off back out to center ice. It's going to be Weaver along with Gravy and Wallander. Blue liner is going to be Karami and DeBus, and battle ensues in front of the Sabre bench as the puck squirts out here to Karami. Karami over to DeBus. Eloise headmans up to Weaver, who tips it inside the zone. It's going to be Wallander on the forecheck. Wallander puts a girl into the wall on right wing half wall. Puck squirts down in the corner. It's picked up by the Winterhawks, who are going to break it out here to the near side. Jammed up along the boards. Weaver gets on the defensive side. It kicks it loose in the right corner. Winterhawks going to work as they picked it up, and they're pinned in by Weaver and Wallander. Winterhawks making a move, bottom of the circle, little breakout pass off the stick of Wallander. Out of the zone it goes, knuckling and spinning like a dime into the right corner for Karami, who pulls it back behind Sunderbrook here behind the net on the far side. She goes up to DeBus. DeBus hits, going to be Hale. Hale gets knocked off the puck. Winterhawks going right in front of Karami, going to fire a shot. Blocked by Ava. Puck is bouncing into the right corner, picked up by Silliman. Silliman here to the near side, chips it up to Weaver. Weaver across center line, inside the zone. She's going to chip it in deep, and Kaya Hale on the forecheck. High all by her lonesome, harassing in the left wing corner. Out comes Monaco, trying to touch pass. Is going to be the Winterhawks. Is picked off by Schultz. Schultz DDD to Silver, poke check by Monaco inside his own. Monaco going to cut her off. Muscles in the right wing corner for Sophia. Sophia bottom circle, sends it over to Nemke. Nemke fires it. 5-hole save by the goaltender. She closed the gap on it quick. That was a good look from Madigan Nemke. And it's Nemke back in the left wing corner. Monaco supporting Monaco on the slot. That's going to be Hale down in the corner supporting Nemke. Puck is loose for the Winterhawks. Here they're coming back. 3-on-3. Backing up in front of Schultz. Schultz is going to knock it loose in front of the boards. Out of the zone it goes. Right back in the hands of Winterhawks. Poke checked by Monaco. Inside the zone, collected by number 21 of NAHA. And she's going to carry around left to right on the far side. Stopped by Schultz. Breakout pass to Nemke. Nemke hits Monaco, tips it out of the zone. This is going to be collected by the Winterhawks at center. And they're going to come back around. Monaco forces the forward to go right back around. DDD pass on the far side. Chip pass. JJ saved by Sunderbrook, picked up by Sullivan, sends it over to Schultz on the far side, collected by the Winterhawks, back in the hands of JJ as she knocked it loose. And JJ pushing it up the ice. She's got Heitzel, hands it up to Rika. Rika, top of the left circle, pulls toe drag, gets to the backhand, gets taken down. We're going to draw a penalty, and it's going to be a Sabres power play here, folks, at 11:40 to go in the first period. So at 11:40, number 19 headed to the sin bin. Roughing is going to be the call. That's interesting. But it's going to be a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says? Eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations. One in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks. They're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now for Coach Murray's squad is going to be Vasily at the right point. That's going to be Rika Heitzel carrying it down behind the goal line. Sends it over to JJ on the left side. She's coming in left wing Hashmer. Sends it over to Vasily high slot. Vasily over to Heitzel. Heitzel walks in right dot. Fires a shot. Blocker save up in the air. Over the net in the right wing corner. Coming in was going to be Claire Clifford. And it's going to be Gravy in front of the net. Clifford going to work in left corner along with JJ. Back to Clifford. They're playing catch. At the left faceoff. They're trying to get them to spread it out. They're leaving Vasily open wide, high. Up in the air. Bounces down behind the goal line. Picked up by Rika. Rika going to send it over to Vasily. Vasily walks the line like Johnny Cash. Fires one low. Nice scoop save by the goaltender at 10:53 to go here in the first period. 1:14 remaining on that Big Sammy's power play. We make our way back into the right wing corner. Coach Murray goes to the line change. Walter going to take your draw in the slot. It's going to be one for Karami. Karami fires one, bouncing puck in front for Watson. Knocked away by the defender. Nemke running point. The bus top of the right circle. Fires one. Glove saved by the goaltender. Swat away by Watson. Coming in is Karami trying to stuff it in. Blocked by the Winterhawks. And collected by Nemke, who's going to send it over to the bus top of the right circle. The bus into the corner for Watson. Watson back to the bus. Eloise fires a shot in front of the net. It's going to be, that was Watson who shoved it out of there. It was Wallander on the hard side. And it's picked up by Sunderbrook. Sunderbrook leaves it for Nemke. 44 seconds to go on this Big Sammy's power play behind the net of Sunderbrook. And Nemke sends it up here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus across the Sabre line, headman's at the Wallander. Wallander inside the Winterhawk zone. Right wing corner, curls around a little escape, drops for Eloise. DeBus sends one towards the net, blocked by the defender of Winterhawks. NAHA pushing her to the wall. Watson coming in along with Wallander for support. Wallander digs it out, sends it out to Nemke right point, who bounces towards the middle. Comes back across for DeBus. DeBus fires, shin guard blocked by the Winterhawks into the hands of Watson. Watson back down low, over to Karame. Karami back over to Nemke. Nemke back over to DeBus. DeBus fires one. Save by the goaltender. Rebound off for Wallander, who tried to stuff one in. Back in her hands. She swims back across for Watson. Watson gets a shot off. And with 2 seconds to go, that'll be the end of the Big Sammy's power play, and we are even strength. Firing from the top of the left circle is going to be Nemke. Shot blocked by the Winterhawks. Karami gets stood up there and picked up by the Winterhawks. They go D-to-D behind the net. Fanning on the long stretch breakout pass against the Winterhawks. But the forward collects it, pushing up the ice, going to work against Heitzel. Rika forced her to go to the far side in front of the penalty boxes. Now they come in top of the circle, makes a move. We're going to get offsides is going to be the call, as number 34 of the Winterhawks was across the blue line at 9:18 to go here in the first. 1-0 is your score. Face off right in front of us. It'll be JJ and Cece flanking Rika. Pizza wins the draw into the hands of Schultz. Schultz to Sanders from Silliman, who sends one into the zone. It's going to be JJ on the forecheck now. Julie going to work, trying to send one out to Clifford. No go. Back in the hands of Jebiskova, who fires one. And rebound in the hands of the Sabres. Rika Heitzel, number 10 in the left wing corner. Sends it over to JJ. JJ makes a move in front, curls around to the right post. Out to Silliman, right side, comes down to the right wing corner. Sends it towards the net, blocked by the Winterhawks. The active sticks by NAHA, keeping that puck pinned in. It's a 2-on-2, 50-50 battle. Silliman backs out. Clifford on the fray now. Pinned in by 2 of the Winterhawks, pushing over here to the near side. Out of the zone it goes by NAHA, into the hands of Schultz. Schultz sends one back in, left of the post, bounce out here to the near side. Trucking in hard is going to be number 16, Jebuskova. Monaco heads to the net, firing a shot just over the blocker in the left corner for Monaco. Monaco left side, maintains control. For a backhand pass to Jebuskova, fires a one-timer. Stick saved by the goaltender. Pinching in is going to be Vasily. Dad's going to work here to the near side. Pinned in on the half wall is going to be one of the Sabres. Looks like that's going to be Monaco who stuffed that one. Weaver out there now along with Madrid Satterstrom. Weaver pinned in. Satterstrom coming in right into the hands of Monaco. Monaco out to Vasily, right point. Vasily fires one, tipped by the defender in the left wing corner. Monaco and Satterstrom in front of that, trying to create that screen. NAHA throws it out to the point, out of the zone. It goes into the hands of Cinnamon Weaver, and she drops it for Rads Vasily. Monaco gets the passes from Vasily. Monaco curls around on the forehands, trying to stuff it in towards Madrid. Satterstrom going to work here on the near side. She's taken out by 2. Monaco comes in on the defensive side of it, trying to drag it back towards McIntosh. Monaco over to McIntosh. Number 7 walks it in, fires a shot. No rebound given as the goaltender snatches it out of the glove at 7:34 to go here in the first. Sabres complete the line change out there now. Up front will be Watson along with, let's see who we got there, Hale flanking Gravy at center. Blue liners are going to be Karame and DeBus. Face off one cleanly for Eloise. She sends it back in the right corner, trying to create some space off the wall. Sends it down low for McKenzie. Gravy sends it over to Karame. Karame fires one quick, tipped by Watson, saved by the goaltender back into the left wing corner. Picked up by the Winterhawks, knocked down by Gravy, kept in by the Sabres going to work. They send a little chip pass behind them as the Winterhawks, trying to break it out, cut off by Watson, who popped it loose on the right wing corner. And NAHA collects it behind their own net in the left corner. It's going to be Kaya Hale on the forecheck now. Coming in is Gravy, backing up is going to be Watson, high F3 as she makes her way sliding into the slot. Circling like a shark is number 19, sent behind the net, is picked up here by the Winterhawks, cut off by Watson. They got to reverse it. Left wing side now, come back here for the cross ice pass here to the near side. Watson forces her to get loose, rid of it, and it's picked up by DeBus, who sends one back behind the net. Hale on the forecheck, Sabres get a line change in. Here comes Heitzel along with Nemke, and Silliman on D, and Sergeant Schultz. On the far side, it's going to be the Winterhawks trying to break it out of the zone. Kept and knocked loose by Nemke. Knocked out of midair by Schultz. Good hand-eye coordination by number 12. Knocked back in the zone by Winterhawks, and it'll be an offside. They had to regroup. And Rika trying to send one out towards Wallander, and that was picked up by the Winterhawks. Puck is loose at neutral ice and collected by the Winterhawks. NAHA going to work here on the near side in front of their own blue line. Pushing it up in front of Silliman. Inside the zone, left wing circle. Coming down to the left wing corner. Curling around for the escape play, knocked away by Schultz, picked up by Wallander, Wallander to Nemke, and it's going to be Heitzel, Wallander, and Nemke. Nemke, right face off that, sends on that, rebound out front, looking for Wallander, and it was saved by the goaltender, picked up by Heitzel along with Nemke. McIntosh covering the blue line left point, Vasily here in high right side. Down the left wing corner, pitching in is McIntosh, she collects it, top of the left circle, sends one towards the net, and it was swatted away by 3 NAHA defenders. Tried to centering passes Wallander out towards Clifford. CC comes in and thrown over here to the near side by the Winterhawks. Pushing it up out towards Sophia. Monaco knocks it free. Winterhawks send it in deep, and it's collected by Allie McIntosh. McIntosh breaking it out on the far side. Trying to hit to Monaco. JJ up to Monaco. Sophia going to work with Clifford. Monaco drops it for JJ. JJ into the slot. Left wing hits. Fires a shot. No rebound given as Monaco crashes and the goaltender snuffs it out at 5:20 to go here in the first period. Face-off goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Monaco going to take your draw. She's flanked by JJ and Cece from left to right. And face-off one out to JJ. Winterhawks collapse on it quickly. Monaco knocked it free to the hands of Clifford. Clifford curling around a little escape. Sends it over to the left point for McIntosh. McIntosh over to Ads. Ads fires from the right point. Saved by the goaltender. No rebound given as Monaco is standing in front of it looking for the tip. Just missing on the redirect at 5:20 to go here in the first period. Lineup stays the same, but we're in the right wing circle. Face-off won by the Winterhawks here to the near side. Ads pinching in hard. Monaco covering deep, and the Winterhawks collect the loose change. And they're going to work against Monaco one-on-one. Monaco going to take her in the left wing corner, pokes it. Coming in is McIntosh, knocking free in the right wing corner. And you see McIntosh down low. Here comes Monaco on the far side. Puck is loose to the far side for JJ. Picked up here by Ads, who sends one out. That puck's going to go down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. And it still says 5:20 on the scoreboard, folks. For time. It's been 5:20 for a while. I'm not sure about the clock here. Unknown to me how much time is remaining. There we go, getting it loose. Down low for DeBus. Lineup out there now is going to be Weaver along with Watson and Madrid Satterstrom. Up front, no icing, it's waved off. Blue liners are going to be Karame and DeBus. Down on the forecheck is going to be Satterstrom along with Weaver. Weaver picks up in the right wing corner, sends it down low for Watson. Watson collects out to Satterstrom for the one-timer. Puck squirts out to DeBus. DeBus fires a bad save, juicy rebound for Madrid. Madrid comes in, gets the loose change, swatted away by NAHA, picked up here by Karame. Karame bounces in down to the left wing corner, looking for Satterstrom in the slot. Karame tries to send one off the right post, knocked down by NAHA. They collapsed all over Ava on that one. Here to the near side, NAHA chips it past DeBus. That puck's going to slide down. That's going to be an icing. Nope, it's waved off. Watson slaps that one quick. Out to Weaver. Weaver pushing it up the ice. Here comes number 23 across the blue line. Chips it in deep. And it's going to be Kaya Hale on the forecheck as Sabres go for the line change. Hale creating chaos in the right wing corner. Kaya sends it over to the point for Sullivan. Sullivan fires a shot. Knocked down in the slot by Gravy. She was trying to tip it. She got pushed into the puck by the Winterhawks defender. And they collect the puck here to the near side. Bouncing up to the right. Fast marks here in front of us. Coming in is going to be Nemke. Nemke claps at it. Knocks it loose. Pass Sullivan down behind the goal line for Schultz. Schultz in the near side. Nema pushes it up towards Nemke. Nemke pulls it back down, bottom left circle behind the net of Sunderbrook as she shoots it down low for Schultz. Swung out past Hale, kept in by the Winterhawks right point. Kaya forced her to throw it down low, and now Winterhawks looking to set up shop in the right corner. The first sustained pressure for NAHA right now. Right to left, they come over here to the near side at 344. Top of the right left circle coming out. It's going to be NAHA looking to walk the line. Shot blocked by Nemke. Another shot blocked by Gravy. Gravy going to swing it over here to the near side. Picked up by Nemke, who chips it out of the zone. That'll be an icing if it gets there with Gravy on the forecheck. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 3:28 to go here in the first period. Face-off makes its way down in the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook's blocker. Coach Murray goes for the line change. Out there now will be CC and JJ in the slot. Heitzel's going to take your draw. Ads here on the half wall. And it's going to be McIntosh in the slot, the defender. And it's going to be picked up by Heitzel. Heitzel over to JJ. Jebuskova walks him inside, left wing side. Comes down left face, let the spin back past it. Heitzel fires a shot. Just missing his Clifford on the rebound. Pinching in hard is going to be Vasily. Loose change collected by JJ. Jebuskova sends it over to the corner for, that was going to be for JJ. In front for Heitzel. Heitzel fires a one-timer in the slot. And that's going to be a Sabres goal on the one-timer. Rika Heitzel assisted by Carter Clifford and Jebuskova at 3:04 to go here in the first period. And it is 2-0, folks, as we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup stays the same. JJ and CC from left to right flanking Rika. And it's going to be McIntosh and Ads on the blue line in the left wing corner. NAHA sends it down low. McIntosh has got her pinned in. Here comes the centerman from Winterhawks. Knocks it free. Rika there with the loose change. She makes a move around the forward and it picked up with a little pass to Clifford. Clifford over to McIntosh. McIntosh met by 4 blue jerseys. And they come away with the puck, chipping it off the boards here to the far side in front of the Winterhawks benches. Muscled in the zone by Jebuskova. Swatted away by the Winterhawks. They're going to chip it out of the zone. It'll be collected by DeBus. DeBus in front of her own bench. Going to go cross ice here for Heitzel. Heitzel pulls it forward across the blue line, top of the right circle, walking in as Rika. High slot across the left wing. Hesper's trying to fire a shot. Puck is blocked by the Winterhawks. They drag it past Schultz, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 in front of DeBus. Make it 3-on-1. Batching is Schultz and Heitzel. Sauce pass across. Play broken up by Heitzel. Saved by Sunderbrook. Another save by Sunderbrook. Puck works in the right wing corner. Winterhawks going to work. Right wing hash marks now. Met by Wallner. Puck was in the right corner down low for Heitzel now. Heitzel battling out with one. Rika comes away with it and pushes it forward towards Clifford. Clifford up off the glass. Down in the left wing corner. Puck's going to slide. No icing. Gets waved off by the referee. Coming in is going to be Wallner. Backed up by Monaco and support. Monaco left wing hash marks took away the breakout pass. Winterhawks got to go back down to the corner. It's Monaco on a forecheck right wing side now taking away the breakout along with Wallander. And Watson is your other forward. Out there is going to be Silliman and Ads on blue line. Wallander on the forecheck, met by Monaco, and In the left wing corner, Monaco loses a stick. Knocked loose by Sophia, picked up by Wallner on a loose change. Wallner left wing corner by the goal line, trying to chip one out. Cut off by the Winterhawks. Monaco knocks it loose. Out of the zone, it's going to squirt though into the hands of Sullivan. Sullivan goes back up the ice towards the penalty boxes. Cut off by Sophia Monaco. Chipped in for Ads. Vasily going to work. Sends it over to Sullivan. Sullivan touch pass towards Monaco. Knocked loose by the Winterhawks. Picked up by Ads once again. She chips it down low for Sullivan. Sullivan here to the near side for Watson. Watson tried to shove one out of the zone. She does. Into the hands of the Winterhawks. We're going to regroup. Going right back the other way. Play broken up by Satterstrom. Knocked loose for Vasily, who sends it back down low for Sullivan. Sullivan with a little bit of time and space. Makes a move to the far side in front of the Sabre benches. Pushes one out of the zone into the hands of Satterstrom, who chips one in the zone. And it'll be Watson and Satterstrom on the forecheck, along with Mackenzie Gravy making her way out there as F3. Blue Liners get a line change. It'll be DeBus and McIntosh. Puck loose for center for Gravy. Drops it back for DeBus, who goes D to McIntosh. She pushes it quick up the ice to Nemke. Nemke, top of the left circle, down the left face up top. Gravy heads the net. One-timer by Gravy, saved by the goaltender. Rebound for Satterstrom, and the goaltender smothers it at 31.4 seconds to go here in the first period. And good offensive pressure by the Sabres right now. Face-off goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders. In the slot goes Satterstrom. Gravy on the draw, wins over to Nemke in the left wing corner. DeBus creeping in, high slot from the defensive position. McIntosh, top of the left circle. DeBus creeps out to the far side. Saved by the goaltender, shot by the Sabres in the right wing corner. Coming in is Satterstrom with 18 seconds to go. Satterstrom on the forecheck. She gets pinned in, falls down. Coming in is going to be Gravy. 2-on-2, 50-50 battle. It's going to be Gravy along with Satterstrom. She wins the battle. Trying to send it over to DeBus. Right point. DeBus keeps it in. Sends it over to Mackenzie. 5 seconds remaining here in the first. Behind the net, right to left is going to be the Winterhawks. She hits the brakes. Nemke doesn't bite. And that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's the Sabres 2 and the Winterhawks 0 as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Pelagio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Pelagio's, go to the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Rocky. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the second period: Julie Javaskova, Rika Hitzel, along with Claire Clifford up front. Blue Liners are Allie McIntosh and Eds Vasily. Mackenzie Sunderbrook has the net. And there's 17 minutes on the clock to get this second period underway. And the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. Benches is still on the far side as Javaskova on the far side in front of the Sabre benches. Gives it over to Clifford. Clifford walks towards the middle. Goes cross ice trying to hit Ads. And it's picked off by the Winterhawks. It's going to be Clifford on the back check. Top left circle trying to toe drag. Broken up by Clifford. Picked back up by the Winterhawks. Ads gets on the defensive side of it. Knocked it off her stick and out of the zone. It's going to knuckle out. And picked up by the Winterhawks going right back the other way past Javaskova. Thrown behind the net of Sunderbuck. It's going to be McIntosh in a board battle down in the left-hand corner. Puck slides off. Hitzel joins the fray. 2-on-2, 50-50 battle along with Clifford now coming in. And the puck slides over here to the near side. Right face off top. Fires the shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Right in the glove it goes at 16:11 to go here in the second period. Face off in the offensive zone for the Winterhawks. Now to the left of Sunderbrook's club. And the Sabres go for the line change. It's going to be Gravy taking the draw. In the slot will go Wallander, then Karame and Nemke. And DeBus was on the half wall. Wallander going to pick it up here. A little bit of time and space from Wallander. Inch tried to break out past the Nemke, intercepted by the Winterhawks. They're going to push it right back inside the left wing corner now. Winterhawks dragging it over here near the side. A little pass behind that, looking for the wraparound play, saved by Sunderbrook. Puck is on the back of net, trying to get slapped out there by Gravy. Puck knuckled towards Sunderbrook, who smothers it. And at 15:51, we get ourselves a whistle. And we'll get a face-off here, back in the right wing circle to the left of Sunderbrook. Gravy on your draw, coming in as a Wallander, trying to knock it loose. Picked up here by DeBus. DeBus going to push it forward here, left wing circle. Down behind the goal line she goes. Nemke trying to set up shop in front of the blue paint. Puck split across by DeBus. We picked up by Gravy, who was covering D. Now Gravy goes behind the net. Nemke still in front of the net. Center pass towards Nemke, swatted away by the Winterhawks. Nemke back to the point for DeBus. DeBus fires a shot blocked by the Winterhawks. It's Wallander on the forecheck now in the right corner. She picks it up, hits the brakes, try to send it back into the corner for Gravy. McKenzie going to work, right corner, bouncing out towards the right post, fires a shot. Knocked off the puck by 3 Winterhawks, and here they come the other way in front of Karame, Watson, and Schultz. Puck goes in the left wing corner for Evan Schultz. Sends one towards the net of Sunderbrook. Puck swings over here to the near side, trying to get to it is Wallander. Wallander pushes it up, sends one knuckling and spinning and bouncing to the right wing corner for Watson. Watson into the corner she goes. Trying to muscle it out, kicking it loose is going to be the Winterhawks. Monaco comes in to join the fray along with Watson. Watson pushing it out to the outside, and she cuts back underneath. She's got Schultz coming in on the left faceoff. Doc couldn't get it to her. Out to the point for Sullivan. Sullivan, right hash marks to the far side. Fires one wide right over here to the near side for Watson. Watson stick handle, a little dangle here to the near side. Into the hands of Madrid Satterson, knocked loose by the Winterhawks. Monaco on the defensive side of it now. And here comes the Winterhawks, pushing it out, knocked loose by Sullivan. She tips one backhand out of the zone towards Monaco, collected by the Winterhawks, who throw it right back in the zone. It's going to be off the stick of Schultz. Sullivan going to have to go into the corner to get it now, right wing side. Here to the near side, she gets hammered in the back, and she goes down hard. We're going to get a whistle as Sunderbrook covers it up. That should have been a check, body check in the back, folks. The referee did not call it. And Sullivan gets up. Looks like she went elbow or shoulder into the corner. Seems to be okay. 14:15 to go. And Coach Murray goes for the line change. Out there now will be JJ and Cece along with Ads in the slot. Heitzel going to take your draw. And McIntosh going down here to the half wall. Nope, into the right wing corner. Draw one in the corner for McIntosh. Sends it down low for Ads. Vasily sends it over here to the near side for Jebusko, or for Cece, who gets kicked out of the zone by Heitzel. And Winterhawks puck protection, throwing into the right wing corner for McIntosh. Winterhawks on a forecheck. McIntosh tried to line her up, put that girl on the wall. Puck was out to the far side for Clifford. Clifford going to pick it up, chips one out of the air, knocked out of midair by Heitzel. Heitzel sends one towards the net for JJ, and the goaltender smothers it first at 13:50 to go here in the period. And we get an offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres here in the left wing corner. Coach Murray goes for the line change. Headed out there now will be Wallander, Gravy, and Weaver. Blue liners are going to be McIntosh and Vasily from left to right. Gravy on your draw. Weaver in the slot. Puck was in the left wing corner, won by the Winterhawks. NAHA pushing it up here to the near side, trying to get it off the glass. Cut off by McIntosh, or Gravy rather. McIntosh over to Wallander, firing a shot. Puck is loose. Weaver tries to rip one. It's another save by the goaltender. She spun around onto her forehand, and it's cut off by Weaver on the forecheck. Going to cross ice here, a little saucer pass into the hands right forward from Winterhawks, who bounces off on Bob, cut off by McIntosh as they walk it inside the zone. Top of the right circle, right wing half wall. Wallander cuts it off. Bottom right circle, firing a shot over the crossbar in the left corner. Pinching in is going to be Weaver at the right hash marks, or left hash mark. Heitzel picks it up, and she pulls it out on the far side. Towards the blue line she heads. Pushing it forward, it's going to be Rika along with Wallander. Rika goes in, right dot, comes down low. Looking for Wallander in front of the blue paint, split one out of the slot. Coming in is going to be Clifford. Kicked out of the zone by the Winterhawks into the hands of Karami, who hits the brakes and chips it forward for Cece. Cut off by the Winterhawks, knocked down by Heitzel, who was trailing hard. It's going to be Rika all by her lonesome with Clifford right behind her. Pushed it towards the goaltender. Puck is loose in front of the net, and the goaltender smothers it at 12:48 to go here in period number 2. And it'll be another offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. The lineup out there now as the Sabres complete the line change. Jeviskova, Heitzel, and Clifford up front. Karame and the bust on the blue line. Draw one by Heitzel. Heitzel left hash marks, drops it down low for Clifford. Clifford tried to get the centering pass towards Jeviskova and it was broken up by the Winterhawks. And here they come 3-on-2 the other way in front of the bus. Firing a shot, bouncing pass behind the net of Sunderbrook. The bus gets back on it, knocked it loose, swung over here to the near side by the Winterhawks. We're going to try to kick it out of the zone. It's going to be JJ. Puck is on edge, kicked out of the zone by, or swatted out of the zone by DeBus. And the Sabres regrouping into the hands of Eloise. Top right circle, right face up. That comes out, fires a shot. No rebound given. Goaltender from NAHA doing a good job sucking up the puck there and not giving up rebounds. At 12:17 to go here in the second. Making their way onto the ice for the Sabres will be Monaco at center, Hale, and the right winger will be, or left winger is going to be Nemke. Nemke and Hale in the slot. Monaco on the draw, wins over to Nemke. Blue liner firing a shot as Nemke back in the hands of Hale. Hale sends it across. Monaco on a rebound, knocked away by the Winterhawks. Blue liner is going to be Schultz and Sullivan. Schultz bounces back over to Nemke. Nemke high slot, comes across, fires a shot. Rebound into the right wing corner for Sophia Monaco. Monaco comes over, sends it over to the point. Back into the corner from Sullivan, and she tried to play catch with Sophia, was cut off by the Winterhawks. And here they go back to in front of Sullivan and knocked it loose into the left wing corner for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz, left to right, trying to break it out to Hale. Bouncing puck picked up by Kaya. Kaya Monaco going along with Nemke, sending it behind the net. Monaco going to get it. Monaco on the right wing corner, dragging it out of the far side. Kicks it loose and muscles it forward. Cuts back down low looking for Nemke. Winterhawks beat him to it. Nemke going in. Here comes Hale now to try to drag it out of the 2-on-2. Hale and Nemke battling it out, 6 and 14. There's about 20 of them down there. Pushing it off to the far side. Coming in is going to be Gravy. Gravy at the right hash mark sends it back into the corner. Nemke goes for the line change. Hale still out there looking for that loose change. On the left side here for the left wing hash marks is going to be McIntosh, who sends it back behind the net. At 11-14, the Winterhawks breaking it out here to the left wing side. Cut off by McIntosh with a good pitch. Back in the hands of the Sabres. Swatted out of the zone by Gravy. She's looking for the backhand pass. And McIntosh gets a little good stick check there and pushed it back out of the zone. But it's thrown away by the Winterhawks into the hands of Watson. Tried to send one over to Satterstrom. Cut off by Gravy. Puck is bouncing around in the center and loose in neutral. Finally collected by the Winterhawks, sent behind the net of Sunderbuck. Slowed up by McKenzie, back into McIntosh. Looking for the breakout pass on the far side towards Watson. And it's kept in by the Winterhawks. Back behind the left wing corner. It's going to be picked up here by the Sabres. Vasily into the hands of Gravy, who's going to push one forward. Back in the hands of Winterhawks. Good poke check by McKenzie Gravy. Back in the hands of the Winterhawks. Up off of Bob, past Satterstrom. Satterstrom got a piece of it and slowed it up. And be the Winterhawks in front of their own blue line. Vasily pinching in. Winterhawks get the loose change. Little Gorbatenko flip into the hands of Sunderbrook, who's going to fall on top of it. And we're going to get a whistle at 10:15 as McKenzie smothers it behind the goal line. Your score is still 2-0. 10:15 to go here in the period. And the Sabres go for the line change. It'll be Heitzel at center, along with Wallander and Weaver on forward. DeBus and Karami are your blue liners. Reek on your draw. See, Weaver comes out to the left point, tries to block that shot. Over the head of Sunderbrook, out of play it goes at 10:09 here in the second period. Face-off goes back in the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook's blocker. In the slot, Weaver along, picks up the face-off. It's Weaver out of the zone in front of the penalty box. Cinnamon pushes through hard. Across the blue line. Offsides is going to be the call. He's going to say Wallner was across the blue line. I'd love to know if that one, I didn't think that Wallner was offsides, folks, but the referee got it. We don't have access to Toronto. It's not in the budget. At 10:01, face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Sabre benches. Draw one towards Karami. Karami across the blue line now. Fires a shot off the shin guards. Puck slides into the hands of Wallner. Wallner trying to push one towards Heitzel. Back in the hands of Wallner. Wallner's got Karami open left point, trying to get it to her. She's collapsed on the NAHA defenders. Weaver sends one through in front of the slot, and it's picked up here by the Winterhawks, doing a nice job of collapsing on the net. Winterhawks not giving up much in the way of rebounds or middle of the ice. They're collapsing, playing that protect the net style. Four girls playing a box plus one really on defense, and then just kind of shrink it down, smothering that puck when it comes in. It's going to be in this neutral zone. Karame going to send one into Wallner. Down behind the net it goes, bounces on edge. That puck must not be frozen very well. And Heitzel in the left wing corner. Got to keep that puck at 14 degrees per Jeff Slotowicz of the Orange Whips, if you guys know who that is. It's going to be Heatzel along the left wing half wall. Now Jeff the authority on frozen pucks from what I understand. JJ over the slot for Heatzel. Broken up by Winterhawks. NAHA pushing it back up out of the zone in a 2-on-2. Back checking is Heatzel, JJ, and Cece. Firing one to Sunderbrook with the stick save direct in the left wing corner for Sergeant Schultz, who pushes one up the left wing half wall. Collected by the Winterhawks. Back over here to the far side. Past the referee. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz headmans to JJ. Jabuskova with some speed. Across blue line. JJ versus 3. Coming in as the 4th Winterhawk. Going back the other way, it'll be picked up by Sullivan. Monaco going to go cross. Offside's going to be the call. Monaco going to pick it up. Goes cross ice to Jabuskova. Jabuskova to Clifford. Clifford across blue line here to the near side. Sends one in the left wing corner. Monaco comes trucking down low. It's Monaco pins it. Got JJ along with Cece on the battle. 3 Sabres backing up is going to be Jabuskova. Monaco pushes it towards the bottom left circle. Coming in is Clifford. Muscled out of the blue line by the Winterhawks, picked up by McIntosh. She's harassed by 1. Puck slides towards Sunderbrook. We're going to get a whistle as the Sabres collapse on it. Interference is going to be the call on the Sabres. Going to be the Shattuck going to be shorthanded here. Interference on McIntosh here in the second period at 8:08. And you know what that means, folks. It means we're shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your shorthanded goal scorers out there now are going to be Clifford along with Watson up front. Shot saved by Sunderbrook. Schultz and DeBus are your blue liners. Schultz gave number 54 a little shot there. She was trying to push Emma out of the way. Emma having none of it. Schultz in the slot along with Clifford. Watson on your face-off. DeBus on the half wall. Face-off one for DeBus in the corner. He's going to wrap it around the far side. Kept in by the Winterhawks. Chipped into the left wing corner looking to set up shop is NAHA. Popped loose by Schultz. Schultz in the blue line tries the one-handed out of the zone. It's picked up here by DeBus, Watson who pushes it forward. And it's going to be spinning on edge by the Winterhawks. And Watson flies by on the forecheck. Backing up is going to be Clifford along with the 2 defenders from the Sabres. Top left circle, firing a shot off the post. Rebound out front, going to be smothered by Sunderbrook. And at 7:31 to go here in the period, and $1.24 on that Classic Packaging PK. Get an offensive zone faceoff for NAHA Navy as the Sabres go for the line change here on the Classic Packaging PK. It'll be Monaco and Heatzel up front with Silliman and Vasily on the blue line. Draw one by Rika on the far side. She slaps at it. Silliman left corner knocked loose by the NAHA Winterhawks. Picked up by Monaco. Back in the hands left defender. Monaco poke checked it. Puck is to loose 1.5. Well, makes a move around Vasily in the left corner. Heads towards the net. Try to send one across. Saved by Sunderbrook in the right corner. Releasing is Sunderbrook. Met by Heatzel here now. Going on a high slot. Walked across in front of Rika. Trying to spread things out. Right press. Face-off shot. Picked up by Sunderbrook. Saved. Another save by Sunderbrook back in the left wing corner. 7:03 to go here in the period. 55 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Thrown out of the zone by the Winterhawks. Pucks can go behind their netminder. Heatzel on the forecheck now. Monaco heads to the net. Heatzel in the right wing corner now. Rika hanging on to it. Met by 3. Rika pushes it out of the zone. Tipped up by the Winterhawks. Coming in is Monaco on the forecheck now. Met by Monaco. Pops it loose in the left wing. Hasbuck. It's Monaco down low. Monaco dragging off underneath the net. Left wing corner. Got Heatzel in the slot. Monaco pinned in. Knocked loose by the Winterhawks with 29 seconds to go. Out towards Heatzel. And Monaco goes for the line change. 2-on-2 in front of Nemke now. Nemke forced her to go in the right corner, hit the brakes, and got to pull it back up the boards to the strong side. Trying to make a move around Heatzel. Save in front by Sunderbox. Swatted away by DeBus. 6:20 to go. 13 seconds remaining on that Classic Packaging PK. And going to be NAHA going to work in the right corner, trying to give and go. Snuffed out by Nemke. Fired a shot low, saved by Sunderbrook. Knuckled towards Heatzel. Picked up by Rika. Rika trying to send one off the skates of NAHA. And that'll do it, folks. We are even strength. And it's Winterhawks behind their own net, left to right. Met by Satterstrom on the far side. Poke check loose by Weaver. Sliding it out of the zone as we Winterhawks to Nemke. Nemke to Sergeant Schultz. Schultz headmans it up to Satterstrom. Into the hands of the Winterhawks. NAHA going to work. Curling back around behind the net. Left to right now. Trying to hit the brakes, but Satterstrom cut her off. Madrid right in the hash marks there. Trying to take that puck away as Winterhawks held on to it. Weaver kicked it loose. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan back to Satterstrom. Off her skates into the hands of NAHA. Met by Weaver. Weaver with a great stick and body check there. Picked up by Weaver. Left face up that. Trying to fire a shot. That's a center to Weaver. Sabres goal! Let's check the replay, folks. That's going to be Weaver on the poke check, put a body check on it, knocked it loose, and she carries it in. And at 5:30 to go here in the period, Cinnamon Weaver unassisted, and it is 3-0. As we make our way back out to center ice. Good defense there, and forechecking by Cinnamon Weaver. That's C-Y-N-N-I-M-I-N. Spells cinnamon. It's going to be JJ on the forecheck along with Wallander and Hale up front. Your blue liners are going to be Schultz and Sullivan. Seems to be NAHA pushing it up here out of the zone, trying to kick it past Wallander. It's collected by Schultz. Schultz back to JJ. JJ heads in, left hash marks, fires a shot. It's going to be a Javaskova goal. Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. See if we catch the end of that, folks. It goes from Schultz to JJ. JJ comes in, top shelf right corner, and buries it at 5:12 to go here in period number 2. 6 from 12. Make it 4-0, folks, as they make their way back out to center ice. It's going to be Javaskova on left wing. Wallander taking the face-off. Kaya Hale right winging it. Blue liners are Nemke and Vasily. It's NAHA going in. Hale on the forecheck, harassing the defender and forcing her to curl right and left. And finally dishes off to her defender. Play broken up by Vasily. Shoulder loose by Wallander. Picked up by Nemke. Nemke goes cross ice quick out of the zone, trying to hit Hale. And the puck is intercepted by the Winterhawks, who are going to regroup here to the near side. Pushing it up in front. Chip past Vasily into the right wing corner. It goes. Must have gone off as stick as they waved off the icing. And Nemke swings it over to Hale. Hale pushing it out of his own past Monaco. That puck's going to go down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 4:35 to go here in the second. And the Sabres complete the line change. It'll be Monaco at center. Clifford and Watson. Make that Watson at center. Clifford and Monaco in the slot. McIntosh just in front of Sunderbrook. And on the half wall, in the board side, is going to be DeBus. Puck take down low. Winterhawks trying to go over it. Center pass. Broken up there by Monaco. Shot and a save by Sunderbrook. And a couple of extracurriculars. At 4:28 to go here in the period. Face off back in the left wing circle. In the slot is going to be Clifford, Monaco, and McIntosh. DeBus on a half wall. Face off one by Watson. Watson, or DeBus rather. DeBus over to here, the near side from McIntosh. McIntosh sends it back to DeBus. DeBus trying to push it up to Clifford. She does. Monaco breaking up the ice. Picked up by Clifford. Clifford sends it to Monaco. Monaco back into the hands of Sabres inside the zone. We're good. But it's Watson had to slow up and try to drag it forward. Couldn't get a handle on it. Loose change by McIntosh. Kicked out of the zone. Here comes Monaco. Put it on the hash marks. Knocked it free. Back to the corner from McIntosh. NAHA collects. Down by the net. Trying to make a move around McIntosh. In the left wing corner. Or right wing corner. Shot in front. Saved by Sunderbrook. And she falls on top of it. At 3:54 to go here in the period. Scoreboard went out right in front or just above the net of Sunderbrook. So now I got to turn back to my left and see what's going on. It's 3:54 to go here in the period. And a face-off in the right wing circle to the left of Sunderbrook's club. And the line change out there now will be Heitzel taking the face-off. Weaver along with Sanderstrom in the slot. Silliman is your defender along with Emma Sergeant Schultz. Schultz on your side trying to push it out of the zone up towards Sanderstrom. The Dread gets out of his zone. It's collected by NAHA, who sends one right back the other way. At center, the puck is loose. And she's going to walk it in left wing side, cut off by the Sabres in the left wing corner. Left to right here to the near side. Picked up here by Heitzel in the loose zone. Heitzel comes inside the zone, collects it, sends it over to Miss Satterstrom. Satterstrom pushing it up the ice. Inside, picked up by Heitzel. Back to Satterstrom. Satterstrom down to Heitzel. Rika. Left to right. Curling around. Tries to ramp right up front for Satterstrom. Just off the stick of Madrid. Into the hands of the Winterhawks. Back in the right wing corner it goes. And that's going to be picked up by the Winterhawks going to work. Winterhawks, D-to-D pass here to the near side. Weaver on the forecheck. NAHA with a touch pass out of the zone. Backing up is going to be Schultz along with Sullivan. Into the right wing corner. Chip pass Schultz. It's going to be collected by Sullivan behind the net of Sunderbrook, who back D-to-D pass here to Schultz. Schultz pushing it up the ice. Slaps at it. Knocked in by the Winterhawks. Twisted away by Schultz. Schultz back over to Sullivan, who sends it back in the right wing corner. And Winterhawks collected. Tried a centering pass. Broken up by Sunderbrook off her stick, and then she falls down. And it's sent out of the zone by Weaver. We're going to get an icing as soon as Winterhawks get to it. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:33 to go here in the period. And a nice face-off down in the left wing circle. Your lineup out there now will be Wallander in the slot along with Ads and Jabuskova. Gravy going to take your face-off, and Nemke on the half wall. Draw one in the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke underneath for his Ads. Vasily sends it over here to Jabuskova. Puck is loose for Gravy, sent back in by the Winterhawks, and knocked loose by NAHA. Nemke corrals it, pushes it over here to Jabuskova. Jabuskova to Gravy. Gravy up the ice she goes, walking it in left wing side. Wallander heads to the blue paint. Gravy going to work in the corner, sends it down low for Jabuskova, supporting his Wallander. Gravy heads to the high slot as F3. Picked up here by Jabuskova. JJ's got Ads over. Jabuskova goes down. And picked up by Sabres, sent in the left wing corner. Nice play by Nemke, aware of her surroundings. She had numbers going the other way, and she off from her butt there. She threw it back in the left wing corner. There was no help from the Sabres on that one. Firing a shot blocked by the Sabres was going to be a shot blocked by the Winterhawks. Shot by Vasily. Picked loose by Wallander. Coming in as Vasily. At the blue line, kept in by Gravy. Going to be sent back down. 1:40 to go here in the period. Coming in is Jabuskova. Swings it out towards Wallander. Back to Jabuskova. And boy, Jabuskova I think got slashed. Loose change on here to the near side. Thrown past Monaco. Picked up by McIntosh. Monaco has it the net. Sorry, pass up for Sophia. And a play broken up by the goaltender. Monaco was tied up. Here comes Hale. Sophia knocks it loose in the left wing corner. She gets on the defensive side of it, cuts it loose and puts herself into the wall. Here comes Clifford on the defensive side. Monaco's got it pinned in, knocked free by Clifford. Into the right corner. Clifford with speed along with Hale supporting. Clifford trying to go. She's hung up with two. Monaco in support. Backing up on the hash marks is going to be Hale. Thrown out to the point. Kept in by DeBus. DeBus fires and rips one. It's a blocker saved by the goaltender. Picked up by Sophia Monaco. Monaco backhands it across for Hale. Hale in the slot. Fires a 5-hole saved by the goaltender. Monaco popped it loose once again. Swung over here to the near side by Naha to McIntosh. Tipped forward by Hale. Picked up by the Winterhawks and is saved by the goaltender. Off the skates of Monaco. Back to Hale. Hashmarks out to the McIntosh. McIntosh fires. Shot blocked by the Winterhawks. Muscled out, bit of blue line towards McIntosh. McIntosh fires another one. Tipped by Hale. 37 seconds to go in the right wing corner. Hale on the forecheck over to the far side. Monaco comes in, knocks it free into the hands of DeBus. DeBus fire one across the Hale, just misses her stick in the left corner. Picked up by Kyo, gets pushed off the puck. Coming in is Clifford. Thrown away by the Winterhawks off the stick of DeBus. Out of the zone it goes. The Sabres going to regroup quick. They've got Winterhawks and need a line change. Coming in is McIntosh. Heading in is Watson. McIntosh trying to sauce one of Watson. And it was just off her stick to Clifford. Clifford out to the point for DeBus. DeBus fires one wide right of the post. 7 seconds to go here in this intense last minute. McIntosh gets up on it. She goes face first into the wall. She seems to be okay. We're going to get an icing, but that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Shattuck St. Mary's Sabres 4 and the NAHA Winterhawks 0 as we head to the second intermission here at John R. Sumner Arena in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. This second intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks, and the ice cut. So, go get yourself a beer, maybe a cup of coffee if you want, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Minnesota, home to the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Your starting lineup for the third: JJ, Cece, Rika Heitzel. Blue liners, Nemke and Vasily, and Sunderbrook has the net. 17 minutes on the clock as Cece fires one right in front of the net there. Saved by the NAHA goaltender, pushed out of his own by NAHA, picked up by Nemke. Nemke trying to backhand it forward. So as I was saying, Sabres are working from left to right. If you're listening on the radio, the benches are still on the far side as we have not moved our camera setup. In the right wing corner, the Winterhawks going to work. Picked up by NAHA. CC on the forecheck. She hits the brakes and go DDD pass, reversing here to the near side. Pushing it up hard is going to be the Winterhawks. Cut off by Gravy. Across their own blue line, north middle. On past Wallander. Puck protection hanging on her. Poke check by Gravy. Picked up by Wallander in front of the Winterhawks benches. It's Wallander. Left face up that toe drag release. Fires the shot. Juicy rebound. Bounces up behind the net. Picked up by Wallander looking for support. Here comes Watson. Watson backs up. It's going to be a 3-on-3 battle. Nope. Picked up by Gravy. Gravy pushing it over to the far side. And it's loose change slotted away by Watson. Watson couldn't get a handle on it and bounces out of his own, collected by Watson, back in the hands of Silliman. Silliman sends one in, picked up by Gravy as she gets shouldered off it. Gravy tried to come across the high slot, and a good poke check by the Winterhawks forward. Gravy drops it back for Schultz. Schultz up to Silliman. Silliman met by one. Got to pull it back inside her own zone. Curls around to her forehand, out to Gravy. Here Coach Johnson sent forward, and it's finally tipped in the zone by Wallander in the right wing corner, met by Watson on the forecheck. Out comes DeBus here, pitching in the strong side. NAHA goes into the hands of Monaco in the high slot. Monaco left hash marks, comes out, fires a shot, saved by the goaltender. Up and out of play it goes. Monaco tried to go short side top shelf for Mama Hines the cookies. The goaltender got a piece of it and it went out of play. It'll be Monaco along with Satterstrom and Weaver up front. McIntosh and DeBus on the blue line from left to right. Monaco wins the face-off cleanly out to McIntosh. McIntosh to DeBus. And that was chipped away by the Winterhawks, but it's picked her pocket is going to be DeBus. Thrown back into Weaver gets a shoulder right in her back into the wall face first. She goes. We're going to draw a penalty here as soon as NAHA touches it. And at 15:09, we'll get a penalty on the Winterhawks as Weaver took a shoulder right in the numbers there. She seems to be okay, so that's a good sign. And it'll be number 17 hit into the sin bin. Here in the third and for a rough. And the Sabres are back on the power play. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stopping to see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna Brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. NAHA clears it, and they beat adds to it. But Vasily picks up her stick and sends it over here to Heitzel. Heitzel cross ice for Jebaskova. Hitting the brakes is Clifford. Gravy heads towards the net. Jebaskova left to right here, curling around, trying to set up shop. Is going to be the Sabres. Out to Heitzel, walks the line like Johnny Cash to the high left side. Drops it for heads. Vasily over to Jebaskova, fires a one-timer. Blocker save, rebounded juicy out here to the near side. It's collected by Winterhawks, sticked away by Jebaskova, and then it hits the netting, and up and out of play it goes. And at 14:35 to go here in the third, $1:27 remaining on that Jays Beat power play. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of us. Heitzel on your draw, flanked by Clifford and Gravy. Blue liners are going to be Vasily and Jebaskova. Winterhawks beating the Vads to it, picked up here by Heitzel. Heitzel loose change, left wing corner, cuts back. Good stick by the NAHA Winterhawks forechecker. And up the ice towards the edge. Knocked loose by Winterhawks, picked back up by Gravy. Sabres regrouping, now sent over to the far side for Heitzel. Heitzel makes a move around the forward. It's going to be 2 on Rika. Rika taken down. No, yep, we're going to get it. It's going to be a 5-on-3, folks, as Rika draws the penalty at 14:07. Hooking will be the call. Headed to the sin bin is going to be number 27. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Sabres for 59 seconds. Timeout was called. Not sure by who, as I was looking at my score sheet instead of paying attention. So we'll get a quick timeout here, folks. This timeout brought to you by Tomatoes Bakery and Subs on Grand Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Tomatoes Bakery, our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. we come out of the timeout, Coach Murray has a play drawn up, I'm sure. It's going to be Gravy in the slot. Clifford along the half wall. Jabaskova going to take your draw. It's Heitzel and Nemke are the blue liners. Face off won by the Winterhawks. They're trying to drag it into the corner. Two girls on it from Winter NAHA. Gravy battling it out. Here comes Jabaskova trying to get it out of the zone, and it's kept in by Heitzel, Nemke back to Rika, over to Madigan, fires one, tipped by Clifford, saved by the goaltender, into the right corner for Jabaskova, swings it back over. Sabres setting up shop to Heitzel, toe drag, no go, blocked by the Winterhawks, who are going to clear and send it behind the net. Sunderbuck going to stop it, and going to be picked up here by Nemke as the Winterhawks regrouping in their own center line. And the Sabres are going to get things set up. Here comes Nemke, pushing it up the ice. Over to the far side for Rika. Rika walks in front of the NAHA benches, hits the brakes, going to chip one up in the air in the left wing corner for Gravy. Gravy comes in, pushes it back up the left wing half wall. Out to Rika. Rika over to Nemke. Nemke walks it in, back to Heitzel. Over to the corner for Jabaskova, who fires one in, top shelf, where Mama hides the cookies at 13:11 to go here in the period. That went from Nemke to Heitzel to Jabaskova at 13:11 here in the third on the two-man advantage. And it is 5-0, folks, as we make our way back out to center ice. And it is still a Jays Beef power play. 1:04 to go on this power play now. Sabres need another player out there. We're waiting for one more. Out there, take the draw is going to be Wallander. Silliman on right wing. And McIntosh left wing, and blue liners are going to be Vasily and DeBus, and Silliman's going to carry it in from the pass from Eds. Walks it in, offsides is going to be the call as Silliman dragged it across. McIntosh must have been across the blue line. So we'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Winterhawks bench. Wallander on the face-off, pushed inside the zone towards McIntosh, picked up by the Winterhawks, and they're going to swing it over here. Nice saucer pass out of the zone. Here comes the Winterhawks 2-on-2 in front of the bus. Chip past the bus using Bob down on the left wing corner, met by the bus who puts her into the wall. Looking for support. Here comes McIntosh along with Silliman, knocked loose by the Sabres and collected by DeBus, who goes D to Vasily on the far side. Vasily with time and space. Cross-ice pass between two defenders, picked up by DeBus on the loose change. Pushed in by Wallander. Wallander pinned in. DeBus going to pick it up right wing half wall. Nope, knocked down by the Winterhawks first. And Wallander collects it, sends it down low for Silliman. Silliman dragging it over behind the net in the left wing corner. Out to McIntosh, who fires a shot right into the glove of the goaltender. And Wallander came in looking for the rebound. And no go, none given by that Winterhawks goaltender. There's 16 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. It'll be Hale, Monaco, and Watson up front. Nemke and Schultz on the blue line. Monaco on your draw. Monaco wins it out to Schultz. Schultz to Nemke. Nemke walking it in now. Watson in front of the net trying to set things, take away the screen. Monaco right hash marks now. Comes in. Out to Schultz. Schultz from the high point. Fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Back in the hands of Monaco. That is the end of the power play. Monaco over to the far side was looking for Schultz. Knocked and kept in by Schultz. Well, Hale kicked to Nemke. Nemke towards the slot. Picked up by Hale. The puck is free towards Monaco. Shipped past Monaco just between her legs. Tied up by Watson. Picked up by Nemke. Into the left wing corner at 11:50 to go. Regrouping are the Sabres. Falling down is Hale. Picked up by Schultz. Sent one out of the blue line. Off the shin guards it goes. Monaco hung up there by one of the girls from NAHA. Pushed past Schultz inside the zone. Top of the right circle. Right hash mark. Fires one across the stick. Saved by Sunderbrook. Here to the near side for Watson. Monaco in the support. Pushed back and out of the zone. Cut off by Monaco. Kicked up in the air by the NAHA. Past the skates of Nemke into the left wing corner for Schultz, who slams one behind the net of Sunderbrook, and it bounces out here to the near side. And it's corralled by the Winterhawks, who walk the line like Johnny Cash. Firing one low. Shot blocked by Nemke. Nemke kicked it loose towards Weaver. Knocked free by Nemke. Back in the hands of Schultz. Schultz to Weaver up off the glass. It goes from Schultz, and that puck's going to slide. It's going to be Weaver on the forecheck now. Curling back around is going to be the Winterhawks towards Sanderson. Collected by Gravy, who sends one off the skates of Weaver here to the near side. Picked up by Sentiment. Sentiment right corner. Met by three. Coming in is Madrid. Right wing hash mark. Sanderson sends over to Silliman. Silliman walking it in. Sends over to the far side for Vasily. Vasily pushing it back down low. Met by the Winterhawks and kicked out of the zone. And it's going to be two Winterhawks or one hard coming in on Silliman. She's going to hit the brakes, but she lost the puck. Silliman comes in, gets back on the good side of the puck, out to Weaver, who slaps one out of his own. And it's picked up by the Winterhawks, who are going to regroup, dropping it back inside their own zone, curling in front of towards the Dread, pushing it up past Silliman. On the outside towards Clifford. Offsides is going to be the call as they threw it into the hands of Vasily, who goes DDD to Silliman. Tried the cross-ice pass, broken up by the Winterhawks, and collected by Clifford at center. Into JJ, Jabuskova, left wing side, top of the circle, curling back around, a little escape style, pushes it back, Purple Texan knocks away a stick, fires a shot, but it's blocked by the Winterhawks and kicked out of the zone. Collected by McIntosh, who corrals it and pushes it and sachets through the middle. Tied up by the Winterhawks. Inside the zone it goes, and it's McIntosh on the forecheck in the left wing corner. Knocked loose by the Winterhawks, and they're going to corral it down low and carrying off the board in the left wing corner. It's going to be the Winterhawks on the far side. They run the cross-ice breakout pass, intercepted by DeBus, who slaps one away. One-time touch pass inside the zone for the Winterhawks. 9:30 to go here in the period. NAHA having a hard time getting it out past their own blue line as the suffocating forecheck of the Sabres going to work here. On the far side toward the penalty box, knocked loose by Heitzel. Picked up by the Winterhawks, who finally enter the zone, tied up by Jabuskova, and she blows a tire. Pass Clifford here to the near side, and the Winterhawks will try to go all the way in the right corner and play some area hockey. And a loose change from McIntosh. Fakes right, goes left behind the net of Sunderbrook. Now a little DDD pass, broken up by the Winterhawks, but McIntosh is going to pin her into the wall at 9:04. And a puck squirts out here to the near side for Clifford. Clifford will shovel up the glass for high hail out of the zone it goes. Collected by the Winterhawks. No offsides on the far side, bottom of the right circle. Fires one across the blue paint of Sunderbrook. And it's collected by Clifford. Clifford up off the glass, little Gorbatenko flip, glove down by the Winterhawks. Here they come the other way in front of McIntosh. Left wing side, comes in for the backhand shot. Saved by Sunderbrook into the glass behind the net. On the far side, picked up here by Wallander. Wallander going to dig it out of the boards and pushing it up in front of penalty boxes. And it's Wallander still on the forecheck now. Picked up by the defender. Wallander doesn't give up. Out of heart there by number 5. Firing a shot blocked by the Nemke. Picked back up by Wallander once again. She's all over the place on this shift. And out to the right side for Hale, who pushes one out of the zone. Little chip pass over the defender's stick. And it's collected by NAHA, going right back the other way in front of the Sabre benches now. Walking it in, top of the right circle. Knocked loose by the Sabres out to the right point, kept in. Shot blocked by Hale. Puck swirls all the way in the right wing corner for Ads Vasily, who sends it over here to Nemke. Nemke to Watson. Watson, a little bit of time and space across center she goes. Hale's got to hit the brakes. They're going to call off sides. And it's going to be up the ice to the far side towards Winterhawks, towards the center benches. Sabre benches into the hands of Mackenzie Gravy, and it's Gravy with speed. Here comes Mack up off the stick of the defender into the hands of Silliman, who joins the rush. Silliman coming in, Monaco supporting. Weaver covering D along with Schultz. Silliman on the half wall on the far side, met with Monaco. Monaco trying to push it forward, she does. Sophia drags it into the right wing, left wing half wall. It's Monaco versus 2. She's hanging on to it. That puck's like glue on her stick. Out to Schultz. Schultz to Silliman. Silliman fires a shot off the stick of the defender, and out of play it goes. At 7:16 to go here in the period. Good battling going on here from both NAHA Winterhawks and the Sabres. And Coach Murray goes for the line change. Making their way onto the ice. Satterstrom, Clifford along with Heitzel at center. Schultz and Silliman are your blue liners. Silliman creeping in top of that right circle. Clifford coming in on the draw, trying to get it. Picked up there by the Winterhawks. Chip past Satterstrom on the forecheck in the left wing corner as the pinching in Sergeant Schultz kept that puck alive for the Sabres. Down the right wing corner, knocked loose by Satterstrom. Puck slides onto the far side, and it's the Winterhawks trying to get it out of his own. The ill-advised cross-ice pass picked off by Clifford, and there she's collapsed down by 3, and it's collected by Silliman, who comes out left, the first shot, back in the hand, slides between the legs of Clifford. It's going to be Satterstrom backing up, trying to cut off the forward as she pushes on his own with speed in front of Schultz, hitting the brakes. She sends it inside his own into the right wing corner for Silliman. They're going to call offsides here, which is interesting. Throwing up the ice, and the play is intercepted by the Winterhawks, trying to get it to Clifford. Centering up to the slot, trying to make a move around Schultz. Schultz blocked it up. Toe drag knocked loose in the right wing corner by the Winterhawks, and is kicked free by the Sabres onto the half wall from Silliman, along with Jabuskova on the offensive side of that puck in their own zone, and sent down behind the goal line for Schultz. Schultz bangs one up. Kept in by the Winterhawks, throwing one right back behind the net of Sunderbrook. On the far side, Schultz pushing it out towards Jabuskova. Off her stick, it's sliding towards the penalty boxes. Jabuskova can't corral it. And it's going to be shut. Heitzel comes in and picks the loose change at the blue line, pushes one in. And it's Heitzel on the forecheck in the left wing corner now. Coming in is Jebuskova for support. Backing up is Watson, DeBus, and McIntosh. And it's going to be 3-on-3 for the Winterhawks. Knocked loose by Watson off the skates of the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Picked up by Watson. Watson sauces one over the stick of Jebuskova, and Winterhawks going to collect it behind their own net, right to left, looking for the breakout pass. And Jebuskova all over the forecheck there. And a little chip pass here to the near side. Busted up by Watson. Just out of the zone, it trickles into the hands of DeBus, who tried to send one in. And the Sabres get back on side. Wallner on the forecheck now, forced him to go DVD along with Watson. Popped loose by Wallner, kept in by McIntosh. Puck dances at the blue line. Out of the zone it goes, and thrown right back in by the Sabres. Watson into the right wing corner, keeping him pinned in. Winterhawks need a line change here. They've been out there for a while. I think their defensemen have. Thrown past Hale, out of his own past McIntosh, and the Winterhawks get their line change on the defensive side of it. It's going to be DeBus here, pushes it up towards Watson, picked up here by the Winterhawks, and Eloise kicked it free with their own stick there, trying to punch it in, knocked loose by Jebuskova, or Watson rather, who throws one in deep, and the Winterhawks going to work. Left wing side, Hale on the forecheck now, forcing the defender to go back the other way. Here comes Wallner, out towards Monaco. Monaco forced to throw up the ice, and Sophia picks up the loose change. Curls back around, sends one up towards Wallner. It's Wallner and Monaco. Wallner, left wing side. Monaco heads to the net. Wallner, left wing corner. Fires a clapper off the back of the legs of Monaco. Picked up by NAHA. Back in the hands of Sophia. Sophia trying to sell it to the net. She gets hammered into the wall as the goaltender falls on it. And we're going to get a whistle, and the Sabres will be back on the power play. Roughing will be the call as Monaco draws the penalty. That is the fourth penalty of the contest for the NAHA Winterhawks. As number 19 heads to the sin bin with her second roughing of the game. And we're back to the Jays Beef power play. Jays Beef on Harwood Heights in Montrose and Narragansett. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna Brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now will be Gravy, Clifford, along with Jebuskova, Heitzel, and Vasily. Heitzel with the puck on the right side. Comes up the middle for Vance. Vance fires a shot. Blocker saving the netting, and out of play it goes. As Gravy was looking for the second look opportunity, but the goaltender directing it into the netting at 1:46 to go on that Jays Beef power play. And a face-off will ensue in the left wing corner with Jebuskova. JJ going to take the face-off. Gravy in the slot. Face-off one towards Clifford. We're going to send it over to Vasily. Vasily walking the line like Johnny Cash. Look backwards, backhand pass to Jebuskova. Out to edge. Fires the one-timer. Shin guard blocked by the Winterhawks. Collected by Heitzel. Heitzel to Vasily. Back to Heitzel. Right side. Fires a shot. Blocked by the Winterhawks. Back to the left corner for Jebuskova. Jebuskova calming things down now. Gets it over to Clifford. Clifford back to JJ. On the far side, JJ picking up. Top of the left circle now. Adds collecting on far behind her. Jebuskova fires a quick wrister. No rebound given. Gravy in number 17 for the Winterhawks. Well, pushing and shoving in front of the net there. At 3:45 to go. 1:19 remaining on that Jays Beef power play. It'll be Watson along with Wallander and McIntosh up front. Nemke and DeBus are your blue liners. And it's going to be Watson picking it out of the corner out towards Nemke. Nemke bouncing out. Sends it back to McIntosh. McIntosh fires one. Shot blocked by the Winterhawks. Trying to one-hand it out of the zone. And it is. Pushed it up towards the bus here inside the Sabre zone. And it's collected by Eloise, who hits the brakes, and the girl flies right by as Eloise regroups and sends it over to Nemke. Nemke quarterback in a play. Makes a move at the Sabre line across center now. Pushing it up the middle. Inside the zone, she carries it. Right wing corner, Wallander in tow. DeBus high slot. And Watson off the right post in the left wing corner for McIntosh. McIntosh swinging over here to the near side. Wrapping it around the boards. Dug out by Nemke. Nemke back to Wallander. Wallander with one on. Picked up by Wallander. Wallander right show. Comes across to the high slot. Makes a move around the forward. Fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Watson crashing in. No go. And it's going to slide past the stick of Madigan Nemke with 24 seconds to go on this Jays Beef power play. Sent in by DeBus. Offer stick collected by the Winterhawks. Who got a line change it. Chip past Watson. Coming in is Monaco. Monaco drops it for Satterstrom, who sends one in deep as Monaco's going to cross, checking it back there with 10 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. It's Satterstrom on the forecheck. Curling back around is going to be the Winterhawks. Back and forth, left and right. Here comes Monaco to knock it loose. Makes a move around Monaco. Backing up is Weaver. Hook check by Sophia. Comes towards Schultz. Makes a move around Schultz. Fires a shot off the post. Into the hands of Monaco. Knocked loose by the Winterhawks. Coming in is Schultz at 2:17 to go. Loose here to the near side for Silliman, coming towards Weaver. Weaver onto the point. Monaco trying to kick it loose out of the zone. She does. Weaver on the forecheck now, picked up by the Winterhawks. Right back the other way. Here comes NAHA. Body off by Silliman, collected by Monaco. Monaco, little D-to-D pass to Schultz. Schultz couldn't get it out of the zone. Back in the hands of Sergeant Schultz in the neutral zone. Trying to pick the pocket is Monaco. No go. Picked up by the Winterhawks. 150 to go. Chipped into the left wing corner for Silliman. Coming down low for Schultz. Schultz going to dig it out behind the net. Out towards Satterstrom. Out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Weaver on with speed. Weaver in a foot race versus the Winterhawk defender. Weaver giving chase left to right. Here to the near side. The girl making crossover. Killer crossovers out of the zone towards Gravy, inside towards Nemke at 90 seconds remaining here in the contest. Centering pass broken up by Sunderbrook. Rebound here to the near side for Nemke. Nemke hits the brakes and she flies right by it, pulling it back in the left wing corner, calming things down. Little D-to-D pass to Vasily. Vasily up the boards towards Satterstrom. Off her stick it goes. Picked up by the NAHA Winterhawks defender who goes D-to-D right in front of us. Pushing it up the ice, little headman pass. Knocked loose by Nemke. Picked up by Gravy into the hands of Clifford. Clifford going in. Fires a shot. Pad save. Looking for Hale on the rebound in the slot. Kaya gets to it. Sends it back over to Gravy. Gravy trying to get to Clifford. Gravy fires the shot. Glove saved by the netminder from NAHA. No rebound at 53.8 seconds to go here in the third. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. Eitzel coming out to take the draw. Grady heads back to the bench. Clifford in the slot, along with Hale on the half wall, DeBus and McIntosh. McIntosh back in the corner. Out to the high slot for Eitzel. Eitzel fires with blocker save, knocked down by the Winterhawks. Here to the near side. It's going to be Rika. Rika on the half wall. Top of the right circle. Loose change for Clifford. Clifford fires one off the stick of NAHA. NAHA doing a nice job with active sticks in their own zone, folks. Breaking up quite a few shots and passes. Even though the scoreboard says it's 5-0, NAHA doing a nice job on the defensive side of the puck. It's been all Sabres for these 51 minutes, to say the least. 20 seconds remaining here in the ballgame. Sent behind the net, Hale backing up along with Heitzel on the forecheck. Making room around Rika. Here comes the Winterhawks in a 2-on-4 in front of DeBus. Firing a shot, saved by Sunderbrook with 8.7 seconds to go here in the third. Headed out there now for the Sabres is going to be Watson along with Wallander and JJ. DeBus and McIntosh on the blue line. DeBus going to hang on to it here in the left wing corner. Here to the near side. Eloise battling it out with two girls from NAHA. And that sound is the end of the ball game. Your final score here at John R. Sumner Arena is the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 5 and the NAHA Winterhawks 0. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies Recap. For the visiting NAHA Winterhawks, the lone tallies on the score sheet are going to be penalties. Number 19, she had a pair of them. Roughing in the first at 11:40 and roughing in the third at 4:26. Number 17, roughing in the third at 15:09. And number 27, a hooking at 14:07. Your home team and victorious Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, the lone penalty on Allie McIntosh. Interference in the second at 8:08. Goals, a slew of them, scored by the first two. Rika Heitzel at 13:51 in the first and 3:04 in the first, assisted by Claire Clifford and Julie Jebaskova. In the second period, the unassisted goal by number 23, Cinnamon Weaver, at 5:30, and at 5:12, 18 seconds later, it's going to be Julie Jebaskova assisted by Emma Schultz in the second period, and your final tally scored by JJ, assisted by Heitzel and Nemke on the power play at 13:11 in the third. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching, and we will see you possibly shortly as I make my way over to the 16U game, so check it out on YouTube, folks. See you soon. Thanks for watching.